Good morning, gamers. Welcome to another episode of Supermarket Owner Simulator Business. Seems to take forever for it to start. Alright, I think we're just gonna open the store. I think I've gotten everything done. Yeah. Everything looks good. So, we're just gonna open the store. The thing about this one is, like, on the Switch, I can't, like, it automatically opens the store as soon as you start the day, so I have to, like, make sure everything is, uh, stocked and priced before I turn it off. This one doesn't do that, but it's still a habit. But what this doesn't do that the Switch does is, hang on, what this one doesn't do that the Switch does, I wish it did, is it doesn't hold stuff in your computer. Like when you're ordering, if you walk away from the computer, then it takes it out of the cart. So it makes ordering a little difficult sometimes, especially after you've gotten a lot of stuff. So if you find yourself having trouble remembering what you've ordered or what you need to order, which I do a lot, and I tend to mess it up. So my advice that I clearly do not take, considering as many times as I've restarted, is to have like something you can write it down on. Because after a little bit, you get so many things that it's a little hard to remember what you've ordered and what you haven't. Whoop, that's too many. Look at that. I need that. Whoop. That one. Dang it. It is like 6 o'clock in the morning. So I'm not awake yet, y'all. 50, 64. Early in the morning is about the only time I can get these jobs done because my dog will settle down. So early in the morning, it's about the only time I can do videos. So some days I might not be awake. I'm trying though. Yay! Store growth! Trophy. And the idea for doing this video, the videos for this, is a little bit selfish, because I think it'll keep me from restarting when I don't like something. Because what happens is I get, pretty far into it, and I have a setup, and after a little bit, I just don't like the setup anymore. And then there's just too much stuff there for me to adjust it around and move stuff around, that it's just easier to restart. So my thinking is, if I run a video on it, since this is what I've been playing mostly, over on my main account, if I run a video on it, it'll keep me from restarting. You may say, but you restarted House Flipper twice already. Yeah, I did, but it wasn't because I wanted to. The game glitched out, and I didn't have a choice. So, and also I kind of thought this would be a good game to play while I drink my coffee, because sometimes I forget about it, and this one has breaks enough in it where I remember to drink my coffee before it gets cold. Oh wait, that's supposed to be an 8. Really? Okay. Oh, not a 9. It's supposed to be an 8. Okay. Really? Okay. On the right row. We'll blame that one on the faulty card reader, not the operator. Sometimes it's hard to see where the little dot is, because 2639, 526, 39. 50, 60, 70, 80, 82. Am I not right? Oh. There. I couldn't see the numbers very well. It's small, and as I said, I'm not awake. Thank you. $6.62. Alright, I think that is the last one. Looks like we need more oil. Yep, okay. Ooh, we didn't do very good. But, to be fair, I don't usually make a profit early on. Whenever you're, like, buying more shelves and stuff, you don't really make a profit early on when you're doing that. So it's not really anything to worry about. Um, okay. Just fill up these shelves here. Also, always close your boxes before throwing them away because sometimes when they're open, they look empty even when they're not. So, always close boxes first. And doing this just makes it easier for me to tell what I need to order more of. So 2 coffee, 2 oil, 1 of everything else. Like I said, at first that's kind of easy because you don't have more than 10 of certain things, but oil. I don't remember putting that in there, but double check it though, because I might have. Okay. Alright, 180. Alright, we have enough money for a shelf, but I'm not gonna buy one yet. We're gonna just see. I think, hang on. Is there enough room? Yeah. Okay, there's enough room to get. One of these. And one of these. But yeah, we have enough money to to do that, but I just don't really want to right now. It doesn't matter how quickly you get through the tutorial, because after a little bit it doesn't give you any more things to do. So like after you get to a certain point, it just lets you run it however you want. So you don't need to be in any hurry to do any of the things up there in the corner. This is one of those games where you just do it at your pace, do what you want to do, and you know, you just enjoy the game. Put that up there. Whoop. It's not moving as bad as it was yesterday. I mean, it still is, but it's not as bad. I was going to use my other controller today, but I forgot to grab it before I sit down, and I didn't want to get back up. I am lazy. I just didn't want to get back up. Puts everything. Put that in the wrong place. Key. Chocolate rings go right there. One more. Also, on the Switch version, the truck is way off to the side. Way over there on the corner of that building. Corner of the building there. And you may notice that I'm not emptying the boxes. I'm not closing the boxes before I empty it, before I throw it away. But that's because I know how many belongs on the shelf. So until you get used to like how many there are, and everything, you should always close it. Okay, so spaghetti has gone up. Don't have milk yet. Spaghetti and salt have gone up. So 230. It's 253. 253. One second, it'll be faster if I pull up a calculator. I can do it in my head, but for time purposes for this, I want to do that comes to 10, 30. Oh, I gotta put the dot in. 10% of that's 1034. 6, 60. This is 726. And BT 576. 634. It's not that hard to do it in my head, but for time purposes, I just think. Okay. So everything has been priced. So let's open the store. Oh, well, okay. I guess he didn't like my spaghetti price. I think, at least I think it was a spaghetti price. It could have been um, the bread. Sorry, I gotta put my coffee down. Could have been the bread, but pretty sure it was the spaghetti price. I wish they would tell you, like, somehow what it was that they didn't like. That way I could, change the prices, like, specifically if there's two things on the shelf. I wish they would have like in your summary at the end of the day, like maybe they told you what people didn't like or whatever. That would have been helpful, I think. But I mean, I get why they don't, but I just think that would have been a good thing to do. $32, $42. $30, $10. $19.36. Oh, correct change. Thank you, sir. I like when I do that. correct change. Thank you. I also kind of wish you could request that they give you correct change. Like you could say no checks, you know, like all the stores do now, no checks, no debit cards, you know, just I want, like whether you choose if you want them to give you correct change or if you just want them to use the card. Because I don't like using this little card thing right here. And sometimes the change's complicated. $57, $85, $95. Hang on, maybe I gotta go turn the lights on. Now you can leave the lights on if you want, but early on in the game, that's not really a smart thing to do because it runs up your bill, and in the beginning you don't really have the money to be doing that, but later on, if you just want to turn the light on when you first start and then be done with it, it's fine. I do. Usually I go ahead and do it, but now, but for these game purposes, I won't. $5.48 change, thank you, ma'am. Okay. $39.90. 20, 30, 35, 39. 90. Thank you. Lots of stuff. 34, 44. 34, 44. Thank you. $50.92. I think that's the highest one we've gotten so far. Thank you, sir. Okay. Okay, that laughing lady in the background gets on my nerves, but we don't need any more shelf space. So that's pretty good. 5th day. Alright. So what I want to do now, well, first we're gonna, fill up the shelving space here. Alright. I'm gonna fill up the shelves. I didn't see, well, I didn't really want that one yet, but it's fine. Give me that. There we go. Just makes it easier to see how many of what I need for that. Just fill this up. Wow, don't need any salt. Right, so it looks like we need one of everything except salt. Let me... No, we need two oil and no salt. Okay, so start with those, that way we don't get confused. 2 oil, no salt. 1, 1, 1, 1. Spaghetti. And 1. And 1. And that one. Okay. So that leaves us with 328. And so we're going to get one of these. And then we're going to get milk and water. Now, I don't know if that one counts toward the shelf or not. In certain games it does, certain ones it doesn't. We'll find out. Yes, it does. On the Switch it doesn't count. Like it has to be a shelf. Okay. Stop doing that. Okay. And we just fill these up. Right here. Kind of sucks when you buy a box for one container, but I like to have my shelves full. Alright, so we're gonna put water first, so we're gonna do not that one. Probably should go ahead and do both of them, but I'm not gonna, because sometimes you don't need it. Since we don't have anything here, let's go ahead and do the price for this so we don't forget. Sometimes I forget. $2.50. I don't understand the random laughing lady. You know what? We're just gonna go ahead because I already know they're gonna run out. So we're just gonna get rid of the box because it only holds 2 shelves anyway. There we go. And I forgot to see. Water. $2.77. 305. Charging more for water than we are for milk. But okay. What's that? See, that one looks empty if you don't really pay attention. Like, I almost thought that was empty. And before we open, we need to double check that nothing has gone up. Nothing but water, which we didn't have until now, so that's fine. Let me check real quick. Alright. We can go ahead and open the store. And I realize we're staring at the open sign. I'm sorry. I was thirsty. Water. Thank you, sir. Well, we're selling a lot of water. $50, $60, $70. Now, we shouldn't have anybody, unless we run out of what's on the shelf, we shouldn't have anybody tell us that they can't find anything, because there is. Everything that is available to buy for us to sell is on the shelf. So the only way they're going to say products are not found are if we run out of what's on the shelf. So now, literally but pretty much everybody right now that is saying, that's shaking their head or whatever, is saying that our prices are too high. But that's okay. You can't necessarily, I mean, you can set it where it will please everybody, where they won't, I think it's like 5%, but that's a little bit harder to figure than 10%. I even debated on not doing taxes, not like marking the prices up, because some of them seem way too high as it is for market price. But like I said, for game purposes, for the video, I just opted for 10%, and that's where we're going to keep it, no matter how I feel about it. I've told myself this, and that is what's going to happen. $39, $20, thank you. And I think at the end of today, it's automatically going to pay the bills that we didn't pay. Just the one that is due. You can pay them early if you want to, but I don't really see the point. They automatically pay it, so there's really no point to look at the bills unless you have taken a loan. And to me, a loan really isn't necessary. You don't really need it. I've taken one out just to see if it makes a difference. It does not. So $43, $67. $5. Thank you. Alright, I think... Are you coming in? Yeah. He was already walking down the road, so we'll go ahead and let him buy something. $0.62 is your change. Thank you. Alright. You want to get every last cell you can. See, because we upgraded, we don't really... Alright. So we're going to fill up the shelves. I don't think we can do the upgrade in the store yet. I think that costs like $800, but I apologize if you can hear my stomach growling. I haven't eaten breakfast. I should have ate first, but it was way too early, and I needed to get this out. I can hear my stomach growling, so I'm pretty sure y'all can too. Okay. So, let's do that. That. Alright, so we need 1 coffee and bread. Let's see, 1 of everything except tea. Bread. Oh, see, I done forgot. Yeah, okay. See, those are due today, but $400. We're not going to have $400 for that. But what we are going to do whoops. Let's buy one of those. Don't need those. We're gonna get penne pasta in a minute. We can actually order it later in the day, it'll be fine. I didn't calculate for the taxes. And I should have. I didn't calculate for the taxes, and I should have. But it's okay. And as soon as we get this finished, we're going to call it. As soon as I get this stuff loaded in. I'm not going to price things right now because, well, I probably don't have time. But thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Happy gaming, everyone!